I have three questions. First is, can the principle of equal liberty by qualifying in the present democratic society as done are economical structure or the ultimate of the principle responds different modes and the relation of the production? Is the first question. Do you understand?
I didn't understand everything. No, I can understand. We have different. I see. No, let him speak. Jeovet, go ahead.
Yeah.
Just repeat the last sentence.
Can the principle of the equal liberty
Yes.
be qualified in our present democratic society as the economical structure or the ultimate of the principle presupposes different mode and the relation of the production?
Of the production.
Production, yes. The second is how can the equal liberty promote ontological difference? The three is what is different between one side ontological difference in your model of a relation ontology and at the other side the project of the multiculturalism on Harvard, like Judge Taylor.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can you explain this? The answer to the first question is certainly not. That's precisely. I would be tempted to say that the discourse of it's sacralized. Its origins or its formulations in the great inaugural moment of liberalism, modern liberalism, French, has led to a complete fetishization. So the question that you ask, if you're asking, is rather the question: what kind of use a protest, a struggle, a resistance, even a revolutionary project to overcome inequalities and capitalist relations of power. To what extent can this express itself in the language of this ancient emancipatory discourse? And I tend to say this is clearly my bet in this. More than ever, we have a use of this problematic, but it remains to be improved. Nevertheless, I'm impressed by the fact that most critical movements, emancipatory movements, which clearly have very strong social, sometimes as well anti-imperialist content, are now today almost inextricably linked, continuously linked with radical democratic demands. So they are not, on one hand, asking for change in the social structure in which we live, and on the other side, advocating democracy because this is better than it. In fact, they are continuously fusing, however, this problematic, a demand for more democracy, and I believe it complete this in terms of a stronger form or a genuine form of equality, and the demand for social changes. I don't agree with that, but that's what I intended to say. And as so multicultural in the sense of I have nothing against Charles Taylor and others, but I did but nothing against but their form of multiculturalism is not the one that I prefer. I think there is a choice, in fact, in the last period, the discourse between two ideas or two concepts of multiculturalism. And I'm not saying that any of them is artificial or etc. They also arise from a different context. So Charles Taylor, in the sense, or Kimlicka, etc., Canadians, this is important. They write on the background of new awareness of the way in which the cultures of the first people in this part of the world have been, say, true for other parts of America, but especially in the United States, have been not only erased but destroyed by the modernity. Something has to be resurrected, and if it has to be resurrected, it has to be respected, to be to win a certain form of autonomy. So the language cannot be the language of hybridity, because what the first peoples in Canada today are first of all looking for is not hybridization with other cultures. It's the recognition of their own rights and identity. From that point of view, of course, I understand. But as a general rule, I prefer more translational notion of multiculturalism. I also believe that in Europe, when the great debate took place some years ago, when suddenly Austria, three prime ministers or chancellors, three great European countries, Baca in Germany, who was it in Britain, came on, I believe, and Sarkozy in French, in the distance of a few days or weeks, declared multiculturalism is a danger for our societies. It will split our societies into isolated communities which do not acknowledge the same roots. So let's be on our guards and face the danger of multiculturalism. What kind of multiculturalism was that? It had been partially theorized in Germany by some writers. It was largely, of course, an imaginary multiculturalism, whose core was the idea of separated cultures, like totalities, which have no communication with one another and certainly do not include the possibility for individuals, the central possibility for individuals to be negotiating for themselves and by themselves the simultaneous fidelity, say, cultural legacy. So this is, of course, exactly the opposite of another kind. Perhaps I put together everything too quickly, but of multiculturalism, for which you can mention such things as I mentioned Stuart Hall, of course, a moment ago. He's a good example. Wilkin Baca, I put on the other side. Perhaps I can read there. You're right to ask the question. Homi Baba, most certainly, and Edouard Glissant, of course, the great theorists of theology, and
I'm naive.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know I'm naive. It's a Talala.
Okay. So in any case, I think that that there are different types of multiculturalism, and that the idea which is useful for and Gilroy's planetary on that, and so this is not a multiculturalism based on the idea that cultures are like islands which ought not to penetrate each other. Of course, it needs to face the difficult problem already mentioned, which is cultures are not equal; they are not at the same level. So to speak of hybridity perhaps doesn't sound the same, depending on where you're located, racial hierarchies, geo-political hierarchies. But there are versions of the idea of hybridity or creolity which come from below, and not only from above. I tend to